In this self-nip bobbly da baba dee ba doo doo. Greetings, listeners all around the world. You're listening to the UniquilibriuM podcast by Hypno-Athletics, exercising your mind. I'm your host and guide, Hakeem Alibokas Alexander, and I'll be talking about all things metaphysical, hypnosis, and meditation for relaxation, sleep, lucid dreaming, and beyond. Get ready. Here we go. This episode is called Building Lean Muscle with Sound Healing Hallucinations. Of course, the sound healing hallucinations I'm referring to are two isochronic tones, at the very least, one placed in the left ear and one placed in the right ear. And the auditory hallucination that is created as the difference between the two tones is called a binaural beat. It's something that your brain hears and is what stimulates the two halves of your brain, the right and left hemispheres of your brain, to synchronize with each other. My proprietary or very special and unique formulation for creating these frequency formulas and these sound designs is called demi-phase. And this one I specifically created for building lean muscle. So this elegant sound design is formulated specifically to be used as a complement to your lean muscle building efforts. So of course you've got to go to the gym or exercise at home or at the park or wherever you get your time to do some physical activity. Of course, you put in a lot of hard work building your body, getting stronger, and stripping away all the unnecessary fat your body may be holding on to. But as I said, this is used as a complement to that work. And in fact, when you are able to get more restful sleep, when you're able to get into that deep sleep state of delta brainwave sleep, it's rejuvenating and it can help restore your body and build you up. And so this contains frequencies in the 3 Hertz range of delta brainwave frequencies to stimulate and 12 Hertz alpha brainwave. This sound design is, you can use it, while exercising as part of a playlist with other ambient sounds and music, or while resting in between workout days or sessions. That's, between sessions if you have more than one session per day, or like different workouts that you have, it can be used during your rest and it can be used while you're exercising. Of course, be careful if you're jogging or running around, just like you would, or cycling, just like you would anytime you're listening to music and you're out on the road or in public anywhere. Just, you need to be careful. And this is delivered no differently than what I've been working on lately, which is called the balance protocol. So this building lean muscle with sound healing hallucination is compatible with the balance protocol meditation. And so remember, balance, we use the first 3 letters from the word balance, B-A-L, and step 1 is breathe, step 2 is affirm, and step 3 is listen. So this sound healing design was created specifically for building lean muscle, And the tones are, or the hallucination that you hear, the auditory hallucination, the demi-phase that is produced and that will stimulate these same brain waves, are at 3 hertz and 12 hertz. And so according to the balance protocol, this is what you're going to be using as the guideline for the breathing and the affirmations. In this case, you're going to start off the meditation with 12 deep breaths. And if you're new to what the balance protocol is, after each breath you count the number of breaths that you take. So in this one, I'm prescribing that you breathe 12 times in and out. So you breathe in and breathe out, count 1. Breathe in, breathe out, 2. Breathe in, breathe out, 3. And you do that all the way to 12. It's very important to count either in your head or count out loud. You got to say that number after each breath. So that's step 1. Step 2 is to say the affirmation, building lean muscle. And you say this affirmation 3 times. Building lean muscle. 1. Building lean muscle. 2. Building lean muscle. 3. So this one you only have to say 3 times. That's step 2. And step 3, listen to the recording in any or all of the following situations. So you can listen to the recording while you're warming up, while you're exercising, while you're stretching, while you're cooling down, or while you're relaxing or meditating, or even before you go to sleep. And that's as simple as it is. I'm going to continue to advise you on all the steps that you can be taking while you're using this balance protocol. And those steps are really setting up the whole meditation journey. So this is really for the last 2 parts. Well, if you're going to be relaxing or meditating, or you're going to use it before you go to sleep, the best way to do that is really just getting yourself set up for the meditation experience, or to relax, to wind down, to go to sleep. And of course, to be able to have this experience of building lean muscle with sound healing hallucinations, you have to have the recording. And the recording is being hosted on Spreaker, but the best way to access it is by going to UniquilibriuM.com. So the UniquilibriuM website, the podcast players will both be embedded in the blog there, with the written instructions as well. So you'll be able to listen to these instructions and have access to all the tools that you need, or that you will need, to be able to have this experience. And the recording is called Building Lean Muscle with Delta and Alpha Brain Wave Stimulating Frequencies. So remember to go to UniquilibriuM.com, and you'll be able to get the full experience of what this presentation is all about. Greetings, fellow podcast creators, listeners, and enthusiasts. The other day, when I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts, I discovered that they were distributed on this platform right here. And if you haven't heard of Anchor before, let me tell you, as someone who's been creating podcasts for at least 6 years, since 2015, I've found that Anchor offers the easiest way to get started creating, distributing, and monetizing your podcast. First of all, Anchor is completely free. There's nothing that you have to pay to get started, and you have access to these amazing creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast from your phone or your computer. As a matter of fact, I'm recording this message to you from my phone right now. And if you want to get heard all over the world, Anchor offers a free automatic distribution service. That's right, it's free, and you get distribution in places like Spotify and Apple Podcasts, amongst many others. And what about making money? If you're ready to do that, Anchor makes it super easy too, and they do not require you to have a minimum listenership. So even if one person listens to your podcast, you can still make money. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So if you're ready, download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. That's ANCHOR.FM to get started creating your podcast now. And okay, so the only thing that's different here, if you're going to use this to wind down and go to sleep, if it's not between sessions, if it's not while you're warming up or stretching or cooling down, if you're doing it for while you're relaxing or meditating or right before you're going to sleep, the first thing to do is get yourself in the position, of course, to relax and sleep. It's best if you can have a pair of headphones to put on. Put the headphones on, listen to a little bit of the recording first, so you can adjust the volume that's going to be right for you while you're relaxing, meditating, or getting ready to go to sleep. Okay, and that's the setup. That's what you've got to do. You got to get those steps prepared first. So remember, find yourself in the position that you're going to relax, meditate, or of course lie down if you're going to go to sleep. Get your headphones and your device, of course, with the recording on it. Then you listen to a little bit of the recording first so you can adjust the volume, and then you do the steps, which, once again, step 1 is to breathe. In this case, according to the frequency formula for this sound design, you'll breathe 12 times and count the number of each breath after you breathe in and out. After the breath, you say 1, breathe in, breathe out 2, breathe in, breathe out 3, all the way to 12. Step 2 is say the affirmation, building lean muscle, and you do that for a count of 3, remembering to say the number 1, 2, and 3 after each one. And now it's time to listen, and since you've already gotten yourself into the position that you're going to meditate in, and you've adjusted the volume, simply press play and listen. You can listen for at least 33 minutes of the recording, or you can put it on loop and listen to it all night long if you wish as you sleep. It also works with really good speakers if you can position them to the left and right of your head, or even I've tested it with a lot of different speakers. There are several auditory hallucinations that are stimulated in this, and I have found that it works very well even without the headphones because of the frequencies that are produced and the isochronic tones that are used. So that's it. That's how to use the balance protocol for this sound design that I created. So this was called Building Lean Muscle with Sound Healing Hallucinations, and it's compatible with the balance protocol meditation. All right, listeners all around the world, thanks for joining me for another adventure with metaphysical hypnosis and meditation. Your continued support is always welcome. And if you're excited about the great offerings here that help you relax, sleep, lucid dream, learn, and beyond, then support the creation of many more metaphysical hypnosis and meditation productions by becoming a monthly contributor. You can support these adventures with a subscription by going to UniquilibriuM.com and simply clicking on the link that says UniquilibriuM Supporters, and there you will find links that you can support through Anchor, through PayPal, or through LiberaPay. You've been listening to the UniquilibriuM podcast by Hypno Athletics, Exercising Your Mind. My name is Hakeem Ali Bokus Alexander. I'm your host and guide, and I will catch you on the next wave. Stay well.